Hello crypto boys and ghouls, and welcome back to the channel, Tales from the Cryptomancer, where we feature content on play-to-earn games on the blockchain such as Splinterlands. And in today's video, I want to talk about a topic that makes Splinterlands a unique game with unique potential. And it really revolves around the technology of the blockchain and the NFTs in the game of the cards. And bear with me as I kind of walk down the art of the possible here. Now this conversation occurred earlier today with Dwayne Cunningham, Infinite 1258, as well as Jim Morgan on Splinterlands TV. And it was an interesting conversation that really had me thinking. And I was talking about, could you build like a collectible aspect of Splinterlands by essentially autographing digital cards in the game, and what would that look like? And there's a really great conversation, and I'm probably thinking that Dwayne's going to come out with a video on that, but I wanted to kind of expand on the idea because I was thinking about it, and not just the autograph of a digital card within Splinterlands, but really talking about the flywheel of Splinterlands and the earnings and the DEC and the SPS implications of that. I really thought that this was an interesting idea that you could really incorporate many different aspects creatively into such a concept, and it really makes you think, what can Splinterlands become? Really, Matt and Aggie have a blank canvas when it comes to this game and all the things that can be done in this game. So walk me down this journey and what could happen here. So imagine in the future, right? The near distant future. Weirdbeard has made Splinterlands tournaments great again, and we have a resurgence in esports, and things are just booming in that regard. And let's say you are a top Splinterlands player, and let's say you're part of an esports team or a guild, and you're doing circuit tours, and you're like in this picture here, you're like aggroed, you're the champion of the arena, right? And you're very popular in the game and in the Splinterverse. Well, what would happen, for example, if you took a card that you owned in the game and imprinted it with your signature or your in-game name as a collectible? And let's say you changed that card's properties in the game. And let's say you did that and you paid, let's just say $100, either in SPS or DEC. Well, that's an interesting concept because now you've kind of autographed a card in the game, and maybe the border color changes on the card, and maybe you're the next autographed Michael Jordan rookie card in Splinterlands, right? But in all seriousness, what if in the game, for example, on the lore tab of the card, let's say I'm Chance the Guy in the game, and I own a Chancius summoner. Maybe I spend $100 in SPS or DEC, and I sign or imprint my digital signature or digital game tag on this card. And on the lore tab, I have now a digital imprint of this signature, of this rare collectible piece that is the Chancius Summoner signed by Chance the Guy digitally. It's on the blockchain, and there's also some subtle change to the card color or border that makes this unique in the game. Maybe Byzantinus signs a Byzantine kitty, or maybe Gank signs a plot of land that lives in Gankland in the future. The possibilities are endless there, and then once they spend the money to imprint onto the card and change the properties of the card on the blockchain. At that point in time, maybe they give it away as a promo card or a prize in a tournament, or maybe they sell it on the market as a collectible and try and generate some additional revenue in that form or fashion. Well, now that's interesting because now all of a sudden we have a potential for sinks or deflationary pieces around SPS and DEC, similar to what we have with SPS with nodes, and similar to what we have with DEC with guild halls and guild buildings. But again, this is just one other avenue that we could add some flavor to the game, build it into the ecosystem, have some nice fan and nice collectible or rarity added to some cards. And one other thing that you might be able to do is, for the cost of imprinting your signature or signing your digital Splinterlands card in the game, if you're maybe a content creator, or if you're a developer, or if you're someone that someone might want some type of digital imprint on their card because they value that in the game. Well, maybe if, similar to other NFT projects, if I spend the SPS or DEC to mint that or change that card in the game, maybe anytime that summoner or that card is used in a battle, the minter gets a small percent, maybe 1%, of the future SPS or DEC earnings of that card forevermore into their account. That could be crazy, because not only is it a collectible in the game for the player that bought it, but you as the signer of that card now have a stake in that card moving forward in all its battles in the arena moving forward. So not only could it be a sync of DEC and SPS initially, but it could also be an investment for passive earning in the future. So just an interesting concept that I wanted to discuss. I thought it was a great topic that was brought up on Splinterlands TV earlier today with Dwayne and Jim. And if you aren't on Splinterlands TV on Twitch and watching some of the content there, then what are you doing? There's just some great discussions and great community collaboration happening there. So definitely check out Splinterlands TV on Twitch. And by the way, we do stream there on Saturday evenings from 11 p.m. to 1 a.m. Eastern. So definitely check us out there as well. But again, food for thought. The blank canvas that is Splinterlands, the possibilities that exist, the sinks in the game that could come in the future, the passive earning opportunities that could be wrapped into the game, as well as the ability for NFTs to capture data on the blockchain, such as signatures, adding rarity, adding scarcity, adding collectibles to the game. Just an interesting idea and concept. What are your thoughts on this? Is this something that would be of interest to you? And is it something that we might see in the game in the future? Let me know in the comments below. And until next time, keep stacking those stats.
That's entertainment.